Welcome to my channel. So we'll discuss today variables, comparisons and logic. Have a paper and pen with you and write the results whenever it is asked in the video. Just pause the video and write the result, then you compare the result in the video what I have showing. Variable name can be assigned to any object and used to identify that object in the future calculations. Variable also referred as object identifiers or identifier names. Variables are used in your C language also in your first year. But here one important point which you have to remember is need not to declare the variables in Python, but in case of C language used to declare. Python is dynamically typed language and the necessary object type is inferred from its definition. And it is a case sensitive, and capital letter A, lowercase letter a are different variables and may contain a letter, underscore and any other digit, but must not start with a digit. True, false and none cannot be assigned as a variable names and not be the same as the result keywords. Just pause the video, read these 29 result keywords. These you cannot use as a variables. And delete, far from, pass, print, etc. Just read these. You can pause the video and try to understand. Certain style in naming the variables. Name area is better than simply writing a, but not to write the area of a triangle. Don't use uppercase I, lowercase l or the uppercase O. They look too much like the digit 0 and 1. And names I, J, K are used as integer counters, which we do in C language also. There is no rule, but most of them they do it. And use lowercase names. Let us write our first Python code. So A equal to equation is given, whereas S equal to 1 by 2 A plus B plus C. How we write A equal to something I am assigning, similarly B and C I am assigning, and S equal to I am writing equation A plus B plus C whole divided by 2. Area equal to I am writing equation math dot square root of this particular equation, and then I am seeing the area equal to. Remember not to forget to import the math if you have already in the Python session. You can pause the video, just go through. Let us go to the next. You can pause the video, you can type in the online simulator. I had done it, see here, the same program I had typed. So I use a print statement so that I can see the area. So area is printed as a result. You can pause the video, observe the result, and even you can execute this particular program in any online simulator. Let us go to the next. The data type and memory address of the object referred to by variable name can be found with a built-in type and ID. The simplest example is shown here, type of A. A equal to assigned 4.503 something. So it will give you the float type. Similarly, print ID of A, address of the A will be printed. So these are the two functions we can use. Python comparison operators we have equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. 7 is equal to 8. It is false. 4 is greater than or equal to 3.14, true. Note the importance of the difference between the double equal to a equal to 7 assigns, whereas a equal to 7 is a test. Answer the question. Take a paper and pen. Write it on your notebook. A equal to 0.01, B equal to 0.1, exponential 2. A equal to B, is it a true or false? Use your calculator and do it. Answer will get false. Why? Try to understand. It's very interesting. A 0.01 may be stored as 0.01. So many zeros followed by 208. When I do it 0.1 exponential 2, it may become equal to this much. Hence the answer is false. You can pause the video and try to understand this. I will wait for another 3 seconds. Let us go to the next. This is a program. I execute it. You can see the result also. Recall this. Indirectly I am explaining so many things to you people. That time I asked why the answers are different. When I use the same 7.5 and 7.4999, 7.49, answers are not the same. What was your conclusion? What is your conclusion? Think on that. You can pause the video for a few seconds and try to conclude why so. And even you can execute also in your mobile using an online simulator. Let us go to the next. 7 equal to 8, false. 4 is greater than or equal to 3.4, true. This I executed and the same result I got. Truth table, most of you will be knowing this. For a not operator and for a AND operator, when both are true, AND operation is true, otherwise false. Similarly, OR operator, when anyone is true, answer is true. Just go through, I'll give you 5 seconds. You can pause the video. Let us go to the next. 7 is greater than or 7.0 is greater than 4 and minus 1 is greater than 0. Equivalent to true or false. This will be the false. Similarly, 5 is less than 4. 1 is not equal to 2. Yeah, it is also true. This is also true. Answer is this 5 is less than 4. 5 is actually greater than 4. But it is the OR operation. Hence true. Order of the precedence is not AND then OR. So just read this also. And for numerical objects, 0 evaluates to the false, read it twice, and any non-zero value is true. A equal to 0, A or 4 is less than 3. This is a 0 or 4 is less than 3. This is also false. What is the answer? What you are writing? False or 4 is less than 3. This is also false. False or false. What is the answer? False. So like that, you can execute, you can see the result. Boolean constructor converts an object to a Boolean object. Boolean of -1, the answer will get true. Try to understand why. Bool of 0.0 is a false. Try to get the idea. Why? This is very important one line you understand. Logic expressions are evaluated left to right and those involving AND or OR are short circuited. What is the meaning of this? The second expression is only evaluated if necessary. All of us know when I say AND, if one is 0 or any one is false, second no need to check. Answer will be, if one is 0, another maybe 0 or 1, answer will be 0 only. Like that. Or also, if any one is true, answer will be true. No need to evaluate the second one. We call that as a short circuited. Let us go to the next. Try to understand. Pause the video. Understand why it is false, why it is true. I'll wait for another 5 seconds. You can pause the video and understand it. So let us go to the next slide. Python special values are there. Python defines a single value, none of the special type, none type, used to represent the absence of the defined value. For example, where no value is possible or relevant. In Boolean comparison, none value evaluates to false. Try to pause the video, take few programs, execute in the online simulator. I'll wait for another 5 seconds. You can pause the video, you can continue later. So far we have discussed some functions provided by the math model, function concatenation, certain style in naming variables, first Python code, mathematical functions, comparisons and logic operators, truth table of NAND, OR, and we have discussed so far. Immutability and identity. There are two types of objects in Python, mutable and immutable objects. Immutable objects is an object whose state cannot be modified after it is created. Numbers, for example, integer, float, decimal, boolean, etc., and strings, tuples, frozen set are immutable. Mutable objects can be modified after it is created. Lists, sets, and dictionaries are mutable. Just read it twice. You can pause the video, read it twice. Try to understand. I'll wait for another 5 seconds. Let us go to the next. ID function in Python is used to return the identity of the object. For example, a equal to 4, print of a, print ID of a. A is printed as a 4, its address is printed. Use of mutable object is recommended when there is a need to change the size or content of the object. An immutable object is an object whose value cannot change. A mutable object is an object whose value can change. I am going to explain indirectly a mutable and immutable in depth. Try to understand. Pause the video and try to write the output. Take a paper and pen. A equal to 4. I am printing the A. Address of the A I am printing. A equal to A plus 1. I am printing the address of the A. A equal to A plus 1. Again I am printing the address of the A and A also. Pause the video. Write the answers. Then continue. Not to listen like a pravachana. Do it. Now let us go to the next. See the answers. I've done this, execute it, and the answer what I got is this. Observe here the addresses. Content of A is incrementing, correct, but addresses are not same. Try to understand why. Use your common sense. You can execute also. I'll show you the snapshot also. What I got. 4, 5, 6, A is changing, whereas A address is not same. Try to understand this particular slide. I will wait for another 3 seconds. Let us go to the next. The program addresses, observe, try to understand. Address is not same when I am changing the A. Take another 3 seconds. Now let us go to the next. The programs, you can pause the video and execute. Check the answers. Even though I have not yet covered list, just observe the addresses. whether it will remain same or not. Take a 10 seconds. Or you can pause the video and observe. Let us go to the next. Observe the output. You can pause the video. So let us go to the next. Augmented assignment. A plus equal to 5 is same as A equal to A plus 5. The operators, these, work in the same way. C-style increment and decrement operations such as A plus plus for A plus equal to 1 are not supported in the Python. Observe the output carefully. Take a few seconds. Simply I have added A equal to A plus 4, A equal to A plus A equal to A minus A. Observe the result. This is very easy to understand, but observe the addresses carefully. I will pause for another 5 seconds. I will wait for another 5 seconds. You can pause if you want. Let us go to the next. E is not operator. A equal to 8, B equal to A. B is A. Yeah, both are 8 only, hence 2. B equal to B divided by 2. Then P is not A. 2 because B is different. A is different. 8. Try to observe the output. A equal to 256, B equal to 256, K equal to A is B. Both are 256, hence true. Like that, observe the second one also. Let us go to the next. So far we have discussed variables, comparisons and logic. And it is the end of the class 2. For more information you can visit my blog, Python blog, or YouTube channel you can visit. Thanks for watching this video. Share this video if you like. Subscribe my channel. Thank you.